Hi there, my name is Brianna Henry, and this is my Bio 101 Culminating project. So what I decided to do for my project was work with the lead work party team at Western and work at Forest and Cedar Park removing invasive ivy. This is actually an after picture. I forgot to take one before, unfortunately, but you can see the ivy climbing up all the trees here. It was all over these ones as well, and all over the ground. And so our job was to remove that from the area, and then a couple of people were also, as you can see here, planting some new trees. So here's just a little video of the work that we did. My roommate actually went with me to help me out. It was 2 hours long in the snow and the rain, but we managed to work through it, and it was actually kind of fun. And I was laughing actually because the root systems in these plants were so deep, like way deeper than I expected them to be, and so they were really in there. So just talking about plants in general, English ivy is a living organism. It's eukaryotic, multicellular, and autotrophic. So basically what that means is like all plants, it's able to create its own food and complex things such as carbs, fats, and proteins using simple substances in the surroundings like water and air and sunlight, which is exactly what English ivy, being a plant, does through the process of photosynthesis. And so this was a diagram that I drew in class about photosynthesis. It's pretty detailed, and I don't really have time to get into all of it. But basically what happens is that plants take in CO2 and sunlight and water to perform photosynthesis. And this happens in the chloroplast. This is an exaggerated drawing of one. And this allows them to create the proteins and things that they need for survival, so that way they don't need a digestive system like we do. So the English ivy in itself, it is a non-native plant. It's an invasive species, which basically means it's a non-native plant that offers considerable competition for the native species in the area, and oftentimes, as what it did with the English ivy, it overruns the area and chokes out all other plants. It was initially introduced into Forest and Cedar Park to help stop erosion, but then unfortunately has since taken over. And what it does is it outcompetes in its ecological niche, which means it does not share space, water, light, or nutrients well. And we talked about niche partitioning in class as a way to fix this issue where different groups can learn to live together in different areas, but this doesn't happen with this plant or with many plants. So the effect on the ecosystems, invasive species are really bad in the fact that they limit biodiversity, and as we've learned in class, biodiversity is key for survival. It takes over and doesn't allow for new growth, and so that way you're seeing less species of plants, which are all necessary and all have important functions in ecosystems. So some solutions are to maintain those areas and have work parties like we do, and by planting native species instead. Thank you.